The English Premier League season kicks off this weekend, with the country's biggest club, Manchester United, once again entering a new era. A dismal campaign last season saw the Red Devils finish 7th and miss out on European football for the first time in 24 years. David Moyes, the man chosen to replace Sir Alex Ferguson, was sacked after only 10 months in charge. But there is renewed confidence in the red half of Manchester, with the appointment of Dutch boss Louis van Gaal and the announcement in July of a record-breaking £750 million 10-year kit deal with Adidas from next season. Sean Hamill, director of the Sports Business Centre at London's Birkbeck College, says that with Manchester United's recent troubles, Adidas's 10-year deal could prove a risky investment.
Adidas are taking a gamble that actually United will reassert itself. We already know from Scudamore's comments earlier in the year that he feels that the Premier League is diminished as a brand with a weaker Manchester United. So all the commercial people, the sponsors and the league, they want this, they need, in order for their business models, to have a strong Manchester United.
There is a caveat to the Adidas deal though, in that the £750 million figure will be cut by 30% if the club fails to qualify for the Champions League for 2 consecutive seasons, a loss of £20 million a year. Commercial sponsorship deals were 42% of Manchester United's revenue last year, and whilst one season out of Europe's top club competition might not be a disaster, United's owners, the Glazers, will demand Louis van Gaal qualifies again so that they don't miss out on future lucrative commercial opportunities.
The reason why the Glazers ultimately have looked like they might actually walk away with a good profit is because it was the #1 brand and at the highest revenue. It was exceptional. Now the difficulty for them is that, of course, is that if the team is doing badly, the job of the commercial people is more difficult. I think for the Glazers, they need to have a manager who is taking them into the Champions League every year. If that happens to be, there's nothing in anything that they've ever done that would lead one to the conclusion that they have any emotional investment in Manchester United whatsoever. It's purely a business.
Despite this, Hamill argues that the reason Manchester United and other major European football clubs can continue to attract such investment is that they are not so much a brand as an over 100-year-old cultural tradition, one that can be commercially exploited through its emotional resonance across the globe.
If you look at the trajectory, they have year on year significantly increased sponsorship revenue against all expectations. If you look at the sports markets since 2008, I think it's the only sector in Europe where revenues have continued to increase during that period. I think that football has proven that since it started to modernise in the 90s, that the embedded cultural value of 100 years, the grip on the popular imagination, is such that that really professional marketing, sponsorship, advertising people have proven, and broadcasters can prove that you can really monetize that in an extremely effective way.
From Adidas to Nissan to Chevrolet, the list of high-profile sponsors suggests that despite recent turmoil, the Manchester United brand remains strong globally. The pressure is now on new boss Louis van Gaal to make sure that results on the field keep it that way.